Open the curtains, lights on. Don't miss a moment of this experiment. Oh, the book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. Which you are going to be. Inside the mirror, do you see someone else in your body? Transform me 1 hand, 2 hand, 3 hand. Turn around like a doggy till I finish my meat. Cut it off, cut down your nose. I'm a super loyalty. It's gonna get you killed. You make real brutal convenient theories for the puppets on TV. There's comfort in the phrase. If you're gonna control me, at least make it interesting theatrically. When does it hit for me? Think I am done with everything. Now I'm ready to leave. Dragging out 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. Connect our hands when I no longer can live on knowledge alone. You gave me strength, hopeful curiosity. You're still happy, answers lie for my discovery. What's the color of the electric shape you see? And if you love me, can you love your everything too for me?
Hello, hello. How are you beautiful beings doing today? So, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure what the hell you were talking about because I always make smart decisions. You can't see the camera just yet, but I looked at the camera like Jim Halpert. Yeah, if only we could remove the parentheses. Yeah, it's time to let it settle in. I honestly, like, when you think about what happened with L Corp and how everything is kind of unfolded with the library, it's hard not to look at Carmen's plan and not see it as ultimately very flawed. But yeah, some guy, I know what you mean now by smart decisions. You were referencing the, like, you know, shirk or reject Roland, or shirk or reject Angela. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if you get locked out of anything. On true achievements, this is not, none of the achievements are considered missable, which means that there's no point of no return. So I'm pretty sure that whatever decision I made, I was going to be able to see the true ending, so to speak. Yeah. Oh, really? You'd have to do blue. There was a point where you would have to redo blue reverberation for that fight. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, that sounds horrible. But we didn't. We made the decisions that we made. I made decisions that were like, I don't know if it's the intended ending or the true ending or whatever you want to call it, but I made decisions for the ending that I wanted to see. I wanted to see Roland forgive himself and forgive Angela, and I wanted to see Angela throw away her ambition if it meant, if it meant making her first decision would be like undoing all of the damage that she's done to try to break the cycle. That's beautiful and poetic. But now we have to do the fight. So yeah, now we have to do the fight. So that's the tough bit. So here we go. Time to slap ass. Let's go lick tits. Here we go. I love the music. I'm so here for it. Okay. Inflicting paralysis, that's a non-starter, so I'm pretty sure what we're supposed to do on this one is display of affection. The problem is we can only do one display of affection. Now I think shyness would also be able to win this clash. Yeah. So I'm interested. 3 to 8, all dice on this page gain +2 power. I think that includes the reaction dice. Call me crazy, but I think that includes the reaction dice. I want to try something because there's nothing bad happens. So I'm pretty sure we took damage there, and we didn't destroy the dice. I don't know exactly how that's supposed to work, but obviously that's the first turn. We can just I just wanted to test something out. It didn't work out. Welcome to Don't Kill Yourself. So you free? Yeah, I when you say don't kill yourself, I am not no, I get it now. Because Carmen offed herself. Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing then that this is supposed to be done with shyness. At the very least, one of these is supposed to be done with shyness. It's odd that we lost the clash. I don't know how we lost the clash, because it's supposed to be 8 to 10. Yeah, I'm not sure how we lost the clash, but we'll try this way. Oh, we lost that clash and we lost that clash. So I don't know what bonuses she's getting, but it does seem like she is getting bonus. The question is, do we want to take scars, which makes us take less damage from slash attacks, or pale hands or urging? And Angela's kind of killing herself at the moment. Well, that's not Angela, that's Carmen. Yeah, it's like you're new here or something. Now that's true. Although that's funny coming from you, Necro, because you are I think you're like the fastest reader I've ever met. Okay, so I think we're just fucked for the duration of this. What I'm iffy on here is that there's a 4-8 versus a 5-8. But we still were not able to beat those out. And she was rolling way higher than 4-8, like way higher. So I'm wondering, like, is there something fucky going on with the rolls here? Is something fucky happening with all of the rolls in this particular encounter? Because it doesn't seem right. I mean, obviously, like, now paralysis is gonna fuck me. But like, this doesn't seem right out the gate. Block dice power +3. She has block dice power +3. I see. I'm gonna have to restart this fight over again and take a look at the passive she's got, because I think I read them last round, but I wasn't 100% clear on everything. Okay, block dice power +3 and take less damage from slash attacks at the start of the scene. Exhaust all pages. Yeah, okay, it's shimmering. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense then. All right then. So seal a speed die of the target next scene. I kind of feel like that's a good one. But 8 to 10, and then she's basically running a 7 to 11. That's how we lost. Man, that sucks. That sucks ass. And this is even worse because I can't I guess I can't counter both of these. I can only counter the one. And then we get a 5 to 10 on our counter. We're gonna get paralyzed here. It's kind of funny that the abno relating to when Carmen cut herself is resistant to cut. You say funny. I think it's a bit silly. Recover 6 HP and stagger resist for the ally with the lowest current HP. That's not me, I guess. Isn't scar tissue harder to cut than normal flesh? It is. Not harder to cut. I think it's harder to cut if you're trying to cut in a straight line. Dealing bonus stagger damage. Gaining speed. I think we're gonna do pale hands. I don't love this. And now we've got paralyzed, so I fucking hate the beginning of this fight. I hate how strong paralyze is. It's so ridiculous. Okay, let's try to make sure that she doesn't hit with that, and then I guess we'll come in and try to block with that. But we've got paralyzed, so okay, that's good. We sealed a speed die. That's good. Just let it ride. I am gonna let it ride from here. I'm not gonna reset the fight anymore. We're gonna play it out. Randomized cost of all pages whose original cost is less than 4. I love it. All right, we are 3 paralyzed now. She's ready to drown us. Yeah, even though we sealed a die, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get staggered pretty early here in this fight. I'm guessing like I could do like a coffin, and that has a pretty good chance of beating out the first attack. And then we could follow that up with lean bloody wings, or I could do a shyness, I guess. Shyness is not going to be able to block all the damage, but I think it's going to be able to block a significant amount of damage. Yeah, I think it prevented us from taking a fatal amount of damage. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. She hits so goddamn hard. Upon winning a clash, inflict 1 to 3 bind next scene at a 50% chance. Bind makes all of her stuff 1. Okay, now we've got the team, and they're actually equipped this time. So last time, whenever we first got in here, nobody was equipped with anything, so we didn't really have the opportunity to do anything, but now we can actually fuck around. So 1 power gain or loss on use, unaffected by power gain or loss on use, add a copy of depression to the target's hand. Okay. I think depression is something that that fucks with me in the like the long term of things. one hit add a copy of Depression to target's hand, and it's expensive, if I recall correctly. Oh, I'm gonna gun her ass down. Well, give me a little bit of credit at the very least, because I think I've got a pretty decent shot of beating this out if I'm playing right. All right, let's see. We don't have any vibration on her just yet. Dice on this page, on the clashing page with it, are unaffected by power gain or loss. Trails of blue, and that would get me through the first one. The block dice has a solid chance of beating that out. What about Resonant Sight? That does damage, but speed is equal to the target. The target has no vibration. If the target has 6 or more vibration, no. Target's vibration is set to 4. So what we could do is we could do Tempestuous Danza, and that's going to set their vibration to 4 at the very beginning of the fight. Then we can take if the speed is equal to target's vibration, all dice in the page gain +4 power, so not that one. If the target has 6 or more vibration, reduce it by 1. Resonance. What's resonance? Oh, that's right. Resonance is the, like, when your speed is close to the... We have to absorb these two, and the 6s have to absorb it, so there's not really a choice here, so okay. We'll think about that next time. We're gonna do Trails of Blue. That's gonna avoid getting 1 copy of Depression into our hands. Unfortunately, that's about as good as it's gonna get with Argalia's turn, or Keldy's turn, rather. Now we've got to come in against this other one. This is a 4 to 8, which we could just tie that 4 to 8. I don't necessarily love that, but we could tie that 4 to 8 and then follow through with some other juicy hits. I think we're going to do an Emotional Turbulence there. Then a multi-slash, because we love a good multi-slash. And then we have another one coming in here. I don't really want to use Observe on this, but I could use Beyond, and Beyond is probably going to mean that we get 2 copies of Depression in our hands, which is gonna that's gonna suck. I don't like that at all. But I don't know how to avoid. Yeah, I'm not sure how to avoid getting that in my hand. I think I'm just kind of boned in that regard for now, at least. Yep. All right. Well, we're absorbing attacks. Let's see how it goes. Yikes, that's not good. I kind of figured that the first one was a iffy. Like, I did say that my block was like equaling her attack. We don't like leaving it up to a chance, but free hits. All right, let's gun her down. Now Angela's back up, but all of the attacks are going to be going on to Angela. So literally it's just our squad needs to protect Angela. Alright, so we've got Violent Flame and Will of the City. Yikes. Big yikes. We need big hits. We need big hits, big cards. While this page is in hand, max stagger resist is lowered by 34%. That's what that does. Ew, I hate that. And we've got Paralyze. Fuck. Big icky yikes. We don't like that. We don't like that one bit. Ew, 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 ew. Okay, all dice on this page gain +2 power. That's a 10 to 12. So we should be able to beat that out. Yeah, and then we do have another Display of Affection that we can use, which destroys opponent's next die. So we'll take a hit. One flash wound versus next die's value. So we could delete both of those die. Pretty much guaranteed. And then a 5 to 10. We're restarting the music. And we can inflict 2 fragile next scene. We do have +3 power, which means it just cancels out depression. Although all of the attacks that they're hitting with are not good. it's all bad. It's all gonna hurt. Depression guarantees a low or high roll, maybe. So that's one benefit. Is it can give us like one token towards our emotion level, maybe. Maybe that's one boost that it gives. I don't know. She mixed up 2 words. You have now gained the LARPer status. Holy shit. Somebody kill me. I'm a LARPer. So if we're absorbing 2 hits with Angela, we still have 3 floating hits that we need to do something about. We've got 2 strengthened on Philip. Still not going to be able to really slap with anything here. Now, on Clash Win, destroy opponent's next die. This one right here, this 9 to 15, it's really important we don't get hit with that one. So maybe what we do is we have Angela's display of affection clash with this one. And this destroys the opponent's next die, which is the one that's going to inflict paralysis. Because next scene, we really need to not have paralysis on us. Yeah, I think that's the good thing. On Clash Win, lower the max value of the opponent's next die by 3. Boost next die's max value by 3. Yikes. I don't have much confidence that Angela's going to be able to beat out these other dice. But I do kind of feel like that's one of the best things that I can do is absorb 3 attacks with Angela this turn. She has a pretty good chance of only taking a little bit of damage. She is going to take damage, but it's not going to be like a ton of damage. And then we can do depression with Keldy. Does this character not have vibration? Oh wait, did I not? I didn't put vibration on them. Okay. Allegro. If the page activates resonance, draw 2 pages. Resonance is target vibration, so we'll just hit. I don't think it's going to do very much because she's getting 4 8s to block, but it's the best I've got. Yikes! I have to do something. Philip is sitting over here dickless. Ugh. Philip sitting over here, no dick on Philip. Philip is just going to take a bunch of damage this turn. It's unfortunate. We didn't get any depression cards in our hand with Philip though, so thank the Lord for small blessings, I guess. All right, let's see how it goes. Beyond Bee Gees. You can't blame me. The Bee Gees are dope. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, look at you go, Angela! I didn't have a lot of confidence in her ability to block a whole bunch, but look at her go. And Philip got fucking knocked out. No, Argalia! Okay, so throwing extra turns onto the block die didn't work out well for me. Didn't work out well for me at all. And now I think Philip might just be dead. I think Philip just might be dead. That might just be what's gonna happen here. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Yikes. If Angela is the target, deal 10 damage to her and recover 20 HP. If Angela is the target, deal 10 damage. Okay, so literally I have to absorb this with the other people. Mass summation. 1 hit. Purge strength, endurance, protection, and stagger protection from target. Add a copy of depression to target's hand. And it's 25-25. So on the bottom end, this is 18. On the bottom end, this one is 12. I think Coffin. Coffin's the best roll I've got. And we need to make sure that Angela is not the target. Restore light, draw page. Restore light, draw page. So update on Dead Space. You don't find the game all that scary. You only just got to medical. Sci-fi horror with what looks like horrors beyond my understanding is awesome. Like Dead Space, I don't think Dead Space ever came off to me as scary per se, but Dead Space slaps really hard because it's just a really good environmental game. Like playing it for the vibes, the environment is I feel that's the way to go. Fuck. I don't think we can win with Mickey. I don't think it's possible to win. I think True Trigram Formation is one of the only cards that I actually have that's going to be able to beat that out. I think everybody else is unfortunately going to be taking a bunch of hits for Angela. I think Jin Ni with paralysis literally could match it if I max rolled. If I max rolled, it's gonna be able to do the thing. Big yikes. Don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Alright, we have to pull attacks. So that means I can use Jin Ni, and then I can use Puppet Blockade over here. Maybe I can't use Depression. Puppet Blockade it's gonna have to be. Can I pull another attack? Deal 10 damage to her and recover 20 HP. I don't think I can absorb all 4 of these hits. And it sucks because she's bound and it's 1, but fucking Mickey over here rolled a 1. Bound and paralyzed. Yeah, the UI, the integrated UI is badass. Dead Space's integrated UI is amazing. SH2? That's Silent Hill you're talking about? I never played Silent Hill. Definitely one of the games that I'm more interested in playing, but I never got the chance. Angela was just barely able to beat that out. Jesus Christ. Literally, I cannot get through the blocks. Ferret almost staggered himself there. Don't love to see that. And we're really, really genuinely struggling to get our shit up off the ground. Like I can't seem to get anything rolling here. Okay, how many defensive die do we have this turn? Okay, so we've only got 1 5 to 8. On hit, inflict 2 bind and paralysis next scene. Purple Tear save us. We don't have Purple Tear. Purple Tear's taking the day off. Purple Tear is not here and can't save you. Allegro, fucking paralyzed again. I live paralyzed. I hate it so much. Target's vibration is set to 4. We need to be clashing. Always be clashing. Gotta get the depression onto specific people. Namely Philip. I think Philip is dead already, so it doesn't really matter what happens to Philip. I think what matters is that we're able to deal enough damage. Don't even have enough emotional level to use Blazing Strike. That's just sad. Just sad, Philip. Pull your head out of your asshole. I guess then we can use Fiery Waltz. No, we can't use Fiery Waltz. Violent Flame, and we'll pick up this attack. That's gonna pull 2 attacks into Philip and kill him. We're basically just body blocking for Angela at this moment. I could use an Observe, and I could use, let me see. Would Ferret be able to survive an Augury Kick? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Ferret is just going to get knocked out if Ferret gets hit by Aubrey kick. So I think Ferret's stunned next turn. That means, let's see, we've got a 3. We're at 2. I'm pretty sure resonance is whenever you're within 1. If the difference between the character's speed and the target's vibration is 1 or less, all dice in the page gain +2 power. So we're at a 2. When we use this die, we'll get +2. And then Kelby is not at emotional level 3, so we don't get that bonus. And we do have the 1 strength, but we're also sitting on paralyzed. So our strength bonuses for our first die that we roll, or one of the 3 die that we roll, is guaranteed to be just negated. God, I hate that so much. Alright, so if the speed is equal to the target's vibration, all dice on this page gain +4 power. It's not. So that's not gonna play. Alright, now we get to do Angela's turn, because I'm pretty sure we've absorbed all of the attacks that we can. So, we can do Token of Friendship is going to inflict Fragile on her. Lean Bloody Wings does bleed. I think Lean Bloody Wings at the end, at the ass end. On the front end, we'll do Display of Affection. That should break past her defenses. Hopefully. And we've got 2 left. We could do Token of Friendship. So Token of Friendship will heal Philip. I guess I could double Token of Friendship to try to heal and inflict 4 fragile next scene, but I don't think that's worth it. I'd rather deal as much damage as possible. I knew he was gonna get staggered, but it still sucks. Holy shit, Philip, oh my god, did you seriously? Did you just... there's no way he survives, because I think he's dead the next thing he clashes with, but... Holy shit, Philip's still alive! 6 HP! 6 HP in a dream, how are you still alive, Philip? Oh. You're talking about Silent Hill 2 remake? I have no interest in Bloober Team's Silent Hill remake, but I'm still somewhat interested in playing the original Silent Hill 2. I have it. I own the Xbox port. I just haven't taken the time to sit down and actually play it just yet. All of Angela's fours, you'd be forced to kill Roland, and the same is true for Roland. Yeah. If you don't realize the floors, you have to refight Blue Verb. I have no idea what the deal is with any of that stuff, but yeah. I think Fatal had mentioned before, like, you definitely should realize all of the floors. Before you do anything else, make sure you realize all the floors. So that 9 to 15 is gonna hit really bad. We need to make sure we slap Display of Affection onto that, because that Display of Affection will delete that die. Then we're basically out of freebies. So Philip can absorb only a single card, unfortunately. And I don't think Fiery Waltz is going to be able to cut it. Now here's the tricky bit, right? If Angela is able to stagger, because we're doing slash damage here, which Angela is strong against, or Carmen rather is strong against. But if we're able to beat out this 9 stagger that's left. I think we're very close to it. If we're able to beat out that 9 stagger, I'm pretty sure we just win. I don't know the win condition. I'm sure that we're gonna have to go through and realize this entire fucking floor, but I'm thinking that we go hard early. And maybe we hit, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't try to hit her in the hole. Because that's a 4-8. It's not going to be easy. It's not a 4-8, that's a 7-11. It's not going to be easy for us to punch through. What else do we got? We got a 5. But that's not gonna play. Yeah, I think if Coffin lands and staggers, I think we're set. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna cross our little singers and we're gonna go for it. I kind of feel like doing Tempestuous Stanza. Does mass individual 5-9. We do with this 5-7. We're paralyzed ×2. That means our strengthened is just gone. God damn it. I hate this. I hate Paralyze. Paralyze is OP. I really, really don't like Paralyze. So if somehow she survives this first hit, it's gonna be really bad. We got the stagger. That means all the rest of the hits are just free hits. Bless. Now I'm worried I'm gonna kill her and push her into the next phase. And I'm really not ready to deal with the next phase. Okay. Keldy has staggered himself. You love to see it. God damn. Philip is gonna absorb all of the tokens of friendship that exist. I'm pretty sure that 2 tokens of friendship will just kill her. And then maybe everybody plays get the depressions out of your hands. The problem with getting the depressions out of our hands is that next turn... Oh my god, Keldy has 3 depression. No! The problem with getting all the depression out of our hands is that next turn, we're gonna have no light. Listen, just don't worry. You can't tell me what to do. Strike her down with the might of Zeus. Okay, I wanted to live. The desire to live was stronger than anything. That's when regret finally ran a shudder through my body. Oh, cool. We're back to full health. Okay. Now we have another puzzle to figure out. Aspiration. That's our heart. Palpitating, or sorry, our cardiopulmonary system. Palpitating at the start of each scene. Exhaust all pages in hand and deck and add new... God damn, why do they call it a different thing every time? Like, every fucking time it's called something else, and I have to read what it is, even though it's the exact same thing. Goes on the offensive every 4 scenes. Nomadic Rally. After going on the offensive, spawn Lungs of Craving and lose 30 HP until there are 4 other allies. At the end of the scene, if staggered, the Lungs are spawned when the character recovers from stagger. Becomes staggered after 8 or more allies have been defeated. When staggered, the amount of hankering and the character pattern of behavior are reset. fuck is hankering? Oh my god, pulsation. Deal bonus stagger damage equal to the dice roll. Okay, so you just do, like, she's untouchable until she switches phases. Got it. After going on the offensive. So, okay, so we've got basically 4 turns before she goes on the offensive. And these all have different things. At the end of the scene, give 3 hankering to aspiration. Craving. At the start of the scene, gain 1 strength and endurance equal to half the amount of hankering aspiration has, rounded up. 1 hit, give 1 hankering to aspiration. If the character fails to deal any damage by the end of the scene, aspiration loses 2 hankering. Whenever the ally is defeated, give 4 hankering to aspiration. Okay. So this one needs to die first. The Lungs of Craving, because that's going to give hankering to the boss. We just reset our emotion level and everything. Holy shit. Okay. Yikes. It's funny because this one definitely would be one where you'd look at the dice, you'd look at the pages that it's playing, and you'd just be like, oh, I'm just gonna blank it. I'm just gonna ignore this one. We'll focus on something else because this one's not doing any attacks this turn. But if you do that, you're in trouble. You're gonna have a bad time. All dice on this page gain +2 power. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. That includes this counter dice, right? So this counter dice should be a 5 to 8. You don't think it includes the counter dice? Well, that's worded poorly. That's worded poorly if it doesn't. Okay, so I can use Display of Affection somewhere else. Give 1 hankering to aspiration. This one can't win its turn. That we just can't let that one win. Unaffected by power gain or loss. Inflict 2 bleed. Next scene. Inflict 2 bleed. Next scene. Big yikes. We've got BG. I do not like this. I think this is the first time that we've gotten into a fight like this and it resets us. Like at the beginning of the next fight in the series, it completely resets our shit. Chi-Wen. Like, I guess I can play a Graze the Grass? I guess? Because, like, I just barely have enough dice to deal with the stuff that they're playing, but they're playing, like, 2 and 3 cost cards easily. So, this is gonna hurt. Because I can't ignore them. I have to deal with them. Display of Affection. I've got 1. So we'll throw our 5-10 against this. So Angela's going to need to engage with 2 of them. Like, I don't have any extra shit. I could use Allegro with Keldy. And then that's going to boost vibration to 4 if both of those hit. And then I can use Resonance will get activated on this Allegro if I play this one. And then we'll get to troll pages. Okay, this we can ignore. At least one of these we can ignore, thank the fuck Christ. Heartbeat. These two we have to focus on. I think this one right here we want to intercept just because that's a lot of damage, but I don't think I have anything I can intercept it with. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, I can hit it with a BG. It's not great as far as options go, but it's better than nothing, I think. Okay, and then we get a free graze the grass. Alright, I don't love this, but it's my first turn. I don't really have a lot of options. Okay, so she got 5 hankering, which means this one gains 2 strength and endurance. Okay, at least it's rounded down. 2.5 rounded up would be 3, my brother in Christ. It's not, thank the fuck Christ, but yeah, that could have been spooky. All right, Tempestuous Stanza. I still feel like I really don't have any fucking dice. Okay, we can play Observe, which is now sitting at that's a 5-7 and a 4-8. 5-7 and a 4-8. Nah, not great. Not great. And multi-slash is really not looking too hot either. I think we'll use Brace Up, I guess. Or I guess we'll use Brace Up. Really not in a hot spot right now. So this one is just going to use defensive cards. I can seal up one of these things die, but I feel like that is kind of a waste of a turn. I could seal up one of these things die over here, but I also kind of feel like that might be a waste of a turn. So if the target's vibration is... If speed is equal to vibration, all dice gain 4 power. We can do Tempestuous Stanza, which sets everybody to 4. Yeah. And then we're not gonna have enough. Oh, we can do Resonant Scythe. Okay, so we can do Tempestuous Stanza, and then we can do Resonant Scythe. And that's going to just, like, whatever we clash with, it's just gonna win that clash. So maybe we pick something that's important. Oh, we can't clash with this one. Okay, but what we can... God damn. I have to think so much. It hurts. It hurts my tiny little brain. All right, Resonant Scythe up here. We can counter that. It's not the hankering one. I need to counter the hankering one. Display of Affection. If none of the pages attacks connect, Aspiration loses 1 hankering. So we really want this to hit. We really want this to hit. Angela's got +1 strength next turn. With the +2 on this page, I think we've got it. I don't love our chances necessarily. I'd kill for a watermelon this time of year. I love watermelon any time of year. You didn't realize this was Carmen until after the realization was finished? I'm just curious, did you play through all of Lobotomy Corp? Because I'm like, how didn't you know? I've got Rekindled Strike. Maybe we use Rekindled Strike on this one over here. Seeing the cutscenes? I see. So you saw the cutscenes, but you didn't actually like slowly work your way through the story. That makes sense then. Look at you go, Angela. That's my girl. I'm pretty sure, yeah, fire is definitely gonna kill one of them. We've got, what is it? 2 turns left until she flips the fuck out. I think urging on Angela. The answer to the counter dice question is I don't know. I can't find anybody talking about how power buffs interact with counter dice except for high level acrobatics not affecting it, which may or may not be a bug. You thought it was literal Angela trying to continue living for her own selfishness instead of spreading the light like Ian wanted. That was the beginning of Lobotomy Corp. But towards the end, you find out that, I mean, like, I don't even know if it's like towards the end, like midway through, you find out that Angela was designed in Carmen's like image, and then you also find out that Carmen killed herself. And like, if you read the blood, what is it, the bloodbath? Yeah, if you read Bloodbath's little note, it will tell you, like, straight up on Bloodbath's note that she, holy shit, where the fuck did you get all this? Where'd you get all this hankering from? Oh my god. Okay, whenever an ally's, oh, it's give 4 hankering when an ally is defeated. Okay, shit. All right, that means we're gonna need to figure something out for this guy over here. But anyway, yeah, basically it was all about landing, or it's all about reading the abnormalities pages. So like if you skipped that, yeah, day 40-ish is about halfway through, isn't it? Wait, how many days are there? No, 40th is near the end. It's 2 months, it's like 50 days. Okay, so yeah, it's, I don't know, I felt like day 40 was halfway through the game for me, so I don't know, man. After using 9 unique eco pages, a special page is added to hand when certain conditions are fulfilled. 1 hit, deal stagger damage equal to 10% of the target's current stagger resist. And then it does 919. And this is mass summation. 1 hit, inflict 5 burn. I should have hit with this earlier, maybe, but 5 strength and 5 enduring. I don't think I'm gonna beat this. I don't think I'm gonna beat either of these out on a mass summation. We do not have the juice on Angela to be able to beat any of those out. The only thing that I could hope for is to hit it on something that it's not countering, like a ranged attack. But I'm looking, like, I've got Coffin, and I guess if Coffin hits before they get to act, and they're focused on somebody else, then Coffin is gonna do a decent amount of damage. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough damage to kill them. They are taking normal damage, which means that should be around 10 to 15. Do we have any? We don't have any other ranged attacks, do we? I'm fairly certain we don't. And without Zhao pumped up, I don't think we can get there either. Whoa, man. Okay. Thinking here. Coffin here, right? And Jin Ni here. And provided that hits first, still can't use Blazing Strike. Trails of Blue. That's the solution. Trails of Blue. Because Trails of Blue does not trigger... they don't get any of the benefits, and we just beat it out. Perfect. Okay, so that one's dead. Trails of Blue, I don't think is going to do enough damage by itself to kill this guy. But if we do Coffin plus Trails of Blue, I'm pretty sure that takes it. Power Null's Epic Discipline is good on this fight too. Yeah, it's so far we found a solution to all of the things that we've run into. These two fuckers here are tricksy. Inclination, I don't think they're going to get Inclination off. Our goal here is to make it so that they don't get to use Inclination. Will of the Prescript. We've got a +5 over here, which means I'm pretty sure we'll win all of these with the exception of the defensive die. And then what's up here? Inflict 2 bleed next scene. Okay, so we'll use this. We'll beat out the second dice, and we'll be able to counter. This one's gonna die this turn, and we'll just deal as much damage as we can to the other guys. Let's do. So we don't have resonance on anybody. If we do Allegro, that gives vibration. Keldy still only has the +1. So I think we'll be able to beat out whatever we hit. We'll go with that one. So here's the whole perspective. I did know everything about Carmen and the connection to Bloodbath. I just liked the idea of this being more literal interpretation of conflicting desires. Also, I just didn't know how Carmen would have interfered because I'm a little stupid at times. Now that I know, I admit I'm stupid. Listen, no, I feel like if we're gonna do the idiot Olympics, I think I'm gonna win, just on sheer volume. But if you take a quick little peek at the backstory of how Angela was created, I'm almost certain, and Necro could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain that she was created with what's the word? With I'm pretty sure she was created with Angela's or with Carmen's memories. So like right out the gate, she would have been able to remember what the dealio is with Carmen. I think. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Yeah, so she's got Carmen's memories, so she would literally be haunted by herself. You were 1000% sure she was the voice everyone was schizo posting about? I have not played anything of Limbus Company, so I should not have known, per se. How did you lose that? You had plus like 1 billion power. Ridiculous. Come on, team. I'm gonna need you to pull your head straight out of your ass, please. That'd be great. Okay, what do we got? Pale hands. 15 hankering. Jesus Christ. These guys all got pumped up? Fervent beats. Oh, okay. They what did they get? They didn't get an emotional level. Where did that come from? Strengthened 15. Wait, shit, is she on the offensive this turn? Oh no. 15? That's 30. 30 mass summation. I don't know, like... One hit, recover 20 HP? Oh my god. And we don't have, oh no, I could roll the dice and draw a page and maybe draw the one that, the only one that's going to save me from, nope, it didn't happen. Yikes. Thou art cooked. By the way, use those ego pages. Are you're talking about these two ego pages? The will to stand up straight and the rationality to maintain. I'm pretty sure I'm cooked. You're recover 30 HP, inflict 10 bleed next scene. So, not affected by power. Goddamn. My tummy hurts. I thought I had one more turn. I thought I had one more turn. That was all I needed, was just one more turn. Trails of Blue wouldn't help either because it's only when clashing. Well, yeah, it's only when clashing, but for these other ones where she's going to be healing herself, it would have helped, I think. Well, shit. I mean, we just lose. I can't win any of these clashes. It's like I just can't. Don't have the strength for it. And they're in defense mode, so at this point I would be able to ignore them, but the max here? 7? I hate this. My tummy hurts. True trigram formation managed to not get obliterated. We still died, but she sucked me off. Okay, what, she went back? Oh my god, and now we're back at the next phase. Wait, what are you're sealed off? Interesting. Why do you have 4 strength? You dumb bitch. How do you have 4 strength? Oh, they got it from Fervent Beats last time. Ew. Big yikes. It's funny how the only English accents that are really distinguishable from typing style are Southern and British, mainly because of the different spelling. I suppose. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do now. Straight up, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm guessing token of friendship is a way to get my people back. I'm guessing that's how we could potentially bring folks back. Are we giving, yeah, this is the same one. This one has craving. At the end of the scene, give hankering to aspiration. I need to get hankering off of aspiration from this attack here. So I need to clash with this, and I need to make sure that this person loses. This person loses. So what can we do? I don't like Argalia. Straight up, I just would rather have I'd rather have purple tier, 100%. So we can set everybody's vibration to 4 if we can win, but that doesn't really help us. And then if we hit with this, target gains 2 vibration. That would put them at 7. That would max out their vibration. So I'd have to reduce it by 1. So essentially, I could use Allegro, and if it's not going to activate Resonance. This one is not going to activate Resonance. Unless I do something else. So, like, I guess if I do Tempestuous Danza on a 5 to 9, we beat out that's going to give... it's going to set its vibration to 4. That doesn't help at all. I could do Allegro. That'll set it to 7. Then I could do Largo, which would reduce it by 1 to 6, so we could get synergy, but then we'd be using 4 rolled dice. So I think I feel like Nikolai is basically good wherever we are, but I genuinely, like, I did not know Argalia was this shit. I really don't like Argalia. Like, I really don't like this build. I hate it, actually. Dealing with resonance is a big pain in the dick, and I just hate it. Now I can just kind of pick a character who is in resonance with me, and I can just beat the ever-loving shit out of them and get a ton of card draw. So I think that might be the play over here, to do Allegro and then Allegro up here. No, that's not resonance. Never mind. Here, Allegro and Allegro on these 6s. That gives us resonance. That'll give us the draw bonus. But then we don't have anything that we can counter this with, because I don't like, unless I use Angela. Angela could come in here and beat that out. And then we have a 4-9 versus a 4-5. Pretty decent chance to beat that out. But if we were dealing with an unstrengthened one. So what is that? They've got a 4. That's an 8-9, and my roll would be a 6-11. Not ideal. Not ideal. What if I use the will to stand up straight? What if we use that instead? It is a mass summation. But it can roll really, really high. So what if we just use that instead? Resonance is weak sauce. It is weak sauce. Boris is good on this fight specifically. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna need to go back, and I'm gonna have to come at this again from a different angle, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super stoked on that. That sucks. That sucks. I actually kind of hate it. This page activates resonance. Draw a page. A 4. This will activate resonance if I hit over here. Alright, So we're just drawing all of the pages with Argalia, which means we'll have a bunch of choices and won't really have anything to do with it. It's like, if I don't directly counter inclination, I'm pretty sure I'm just fucked. But I don't have anything with Angela that's going to be able to beat out that damage. I just don't have anything with Angela that's going to be able to beat it. I can hope that the will to stand up straight does some decent damage, but that shit's gonna get through. There's not really anything I can do about it aside from try to block it with Argalia. But try is the operative word. I don't think we're gonna be able to block out that resonance. Emotional turbulence. Will up the prescript and graze the grass. We're about to take a ton of damage. And we rolled really low. I think we rolled a 24 out of a maximum of 40. I think we're cooked. I'll never use Argalia again, that's for sure. So this fight is I feel like the key to realization. The previous stuff that I had to deal with, not all that bad. This shit is like, oh my god, this fight is gonna take me forever. The real realization starts here. That's true. That's true. I believe it. Fervent Beats. We just... It dies at the end of the scene after which the page was chosen. Game... Yeah, I don't... I don't even know what to do, man. If we slap... Maybe if we slap Fervent Beats on Argalia, they'll be good. Copium. We do Tao Tai. And Will of the City. Angela's out. I can't do any AoE there. Even if Tao Tai hits and hits hard, I think we could potentially kill this guy. This guy's dead this at the end of this turn anyway, which is really obnoxious because, you know, reasons. +5 to strength on Argalia means that we can, and goddamn, the speed bonus too is insane. Which means resonance is just turned off. We just won't get resonance at all. We can do Tempestuous Danza for sure, and that'll win. And apply vibration onto shit. We don't have to worry about that. If the speed is equal to the target's vibration, all dice in this page, that we don't get that, but we have +5 power, so we don't really have to worry about that either. Maybe like mashing up against one of the guys in the front then is the way to go. And we can do Allegro, and then we could do Allegro again. And we're hoping that we're able to kill out these guys. But who knows? One hit, inflict a feeble and disarm next scene. It's a 6/9. We don't have any bonus to strength. We're just gonna use both of the AoEs and roll those dice. Time to roll those dice. I can't fucking believe it. We rolled they rolled, I think they rolled like exactly the roll that they would need to roll to not get killed. lost by us. So now they get their full fucking turn. Okay, never mind. I think, wait, no, this is the one. This is the fucker. This is the cheeky fucker that survived but shouldn't have. So he's dead now. We did manage to kill all of them, but Angela's now in defensive mode. But the defensive mode that she's in, she's got 13 hankering. We've got, what is that, 3, 6, 9, 12. We would need to use 12 separate attacks and manage to be able to actually land all 12 of them. I don't think that's possible. Is there a mark here that says we need to use number of unique eco pages used 1? I've used both of them. Fervent beats on Angela, call it a speed run. Well, I don't know if the combat actually resets at the end. I don't think that it would be necessarily over. I'm pretty sure it would see dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or loss. That's not going to get through all of that. I'm pretty sure any clashes here are just going to immediately knock me out, so we just have to, like, not do anything for a turn. And now she gets her mass summation. The amount of hankering is reset when this character is staggered or when the scene in which aspiration goes in the offensive ends. I must be missing something. I don't know. I've got to be missing something. Plus 13. Jesus Christ. I've got to be missing something. I don't get any more uses of the will to stand up straight. It's not charging. And I guess maybe the rationality to maintain discretion didn't trigger after using 9 unique ego pages, a special page. I'm so confused. I've only got access to 2 of them. I tried to play, I guess I got staggered while I was playing one of them. I don't know. I don't love it here. I'm stalling. I just need to go. It's Jover. I just need to accept it. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. 15. If we top rolled with this, we'd be able to survive, but I don't think we're gonna top roll. And then for Angela, I don't even know. It's mass summation. I could do this even on a top roll. That's not gonna beat it. On a top roll there, I think we have a chance with Coffin. I'm pretty sure that Kelby just gets staggered right in the beginning. We rolled a 26 with Argalia, and that's not enough to keep them alive. it's Jover. Yikes, what a pain in the ass fight. Okay, so definitely not Argalia. I hate Argalia so much. Alright, so not Argalia. Purple Tear's coming back in, because fuck that shit. Purple Tear on Keldy looks hot. We love that. I hate Philip, so I'm gonna kick Philip off. And you said that somebody was uniquely good on this fight. Did you say the thumb guy? Not Callow. Who'd you say? Boris. Boris. Who the fuck? Boris. This guy? Reduces incoming damage and stagger damage by 1. Okay. Speed dice slot. Basic. He's got a special page, I guess. Discipline. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or loss. And this die is rolled 3 times. The 3 to 7. This... die on this page are unaffected by... That's literally the... That's the only... Are there any other cards that are unaffected by power gain or loss? Trails of Blue. God damn it. I don't want to use Boris. I don't want to dig all the way back into the thumb cards. Ew. Argalia is dead to me. I fucking hate that so much. Revert attribution. You're cooked. You're dead to me. It's literally just those 2 cards. Wow. Wow. I hate that. I don't even know what to do. Because I'm pretty sure I just have to fight her in that, I just have to fight her in that phase, right? Like I just have to be able to perform. I just have to be able to fight her in that phase. Maybe Nikolai is the one I'll bring in. We can try disposal maxing. Maybe once we get warmed up, it's possible. I don't know how to avoid getting hankering stacked up on her. Like she has 4 turns to build up into hankering. And she has that one card, and it's I hate so much that I can't look at the card again to see like what the actual like numbers on it were. But essentially, like the one pair of lungs has like 3 things of damage, and then if I block all 3 of them, I can reduce her hankering by 1. And another one of the things at the end of the scene gives her 3 hankering. Basically, I kind of feel like it would just be smarter for me to just eat damage from the ones that aren't the one that gives her hankering in the beginning. But like if I kill all 4 of them, that's a total, right? That's a total of 12 hankering, because every single time one of the things dies, she gets 4 hankering. I don't know how to counter this. Olivier. Would Olivier be better than Nikolai? Like, I get that I only get 1 turn to really attack her, but... I think this was, yeah, this was set to do bleed. I don't know what I was thinking with this. Offensive dice gain power at +1 power at emotional level 3 or higher. I think it was like offensive stance. I didn't have a slot for that. Offensive position. If you want a neat passive, try Jaehyun's puppet strings. I'm trying to reduce the level of complexity, some guy, and I feel like that's going to increase the level of complexity. By getting rid of Argalia, it simplifies my team significantly. Adding special combat page that gives puppeteer strings to an ally. They gain a strength and endurance at the start of the scene. Their HP won't go below 1 if the HP of the character with the puppeteer strings reaches 1, or if the character with the passive ability is no longer present. Puppeteer strings is lost at the end of the scenes. Puppet strings plus trigrams plus yen deck. We need more unique cards. I don't agree with that. I don't think I want more unique cards. I don't like this build that I have for him. I think my way of thinking here was to try to do bleed and like using snake slit and sharpened blade. I do like that combo. It is a lot of damage and we can get a lot of boosts, but it's a failsafe for Angela. I'm sorry, some guy. I understand that like you've got the hidden strategies. My brain ain't that big. I can't do that. All of this shit, I'm flying off of the seat of my pants. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go along, and I don't think that's gonna work for me. I don't think it's gonna fly. Would you say, Necro, would you say that this deck is, like, okay? Do you think it's passable? I feel like there are multiple cards in here that I have that would be able to, with the right buffs, stand up against the cards that I'm going to be dealing with. Preferably, like, running Sharpened Blade and Snake Slit in the same turn to get that +4 bonus. And then that would also give me, depending on the bonus, we get depending upon the emotional level. Like once we get to the emotion level, the minimum and maximum die rolls are going to increase, plus the 2 strength that we'll have. If we don't need the bleed and we're doing slash, you should run something over Snake's Prey and Laceration. Yes. I'm looking at things, if at all possible. I'd love to run things that are going to have three cards. Is one of the big issues here is I don't have the ability to clash with all 3 of the attacks that they have coming in. Turbulence. Emotional Turbulence. That is a good one basically wherever it only has a single slash, but it does do burn, and Emotional Turbulence, as we've discussed in the past, is just a good card. I think we're good on light, and I think we're pretty fine on draw. What about that other one that's got the 3 and then it's 2 6 to 10s? Blind Faith. Because we do kind of have an offset with the strength bonuses that we'll have. What do you think about that? It's a bit expensive, but that's 3 expensive cards. Blind Faith is good. Silence, since the hearts have power null as an attack. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Also, numbers big, and having numbers big versus numbers big, I think is decent. All right, yeah, we'll try that out. Okay. All right, back at it. Not even start of the turn. Turn 1 is puppet strings. You just never think about it again. Yeah, but then I have to build Jaehyun's deck or attribute puppet strings to a build that I already am using. And that's expensive. Oh shit, I don't have to do the first fight over again. Okay. We are so back, chat. I thought I had to do the first fight all the way over again. I can switch my builds up in between fights. That's Pog. Okay, I'm feeling so much better right now. All right, all right, so the craving is the first one I need to take down. At the end of the scene, give 3 hankering to aspiration. You found the one saving grace. I don't know if I wouldn't, yeah, I don't know if I would say that I found it. I just happened upon it. So I am kind of feeling like we let everything hit, except for this inclination. They'll lose 1 hankering when the engagement ends, which I don't think they'll gain any hankering if we just focus all of our attacks onto this guy right here. We do observe, and we do multi-slash, and we could do snake slit and multi-slash, and let's see, emotional turbulence and graze the grass. And I think I'm literally just gonna let everything except for inclination hit. So we'll use what do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, building it up to 5. That's a 5/7, 5/7, and then a 4/8 at the bottom. So we run snake slit against this, and cross our little fingers. Perfect. Did we just miss with emotional turbulence? Oh no, I see what happened. We did the emotional turbulence reaction. So this is not this is not panning out like I was hoping. We have not done nearly enough damage to this thing. Not even close to enough damage to this thing to justify the amount of damage that we just took. Yeah. All right, let's let it ride. Let's let it ride. We did get 1 emotional level on everybody but Angela. Did I not do anything with Angela that turn? I think I just skipped Angela's turn. Wow. I am a little idiot. Oh, and she's got 9 hankering? Where'd she get 9 hankering from? That's 3 hankering. This one missed all of its attacks. Where did this bitch get 9 hankering from? Straight up, where did she get 9 hankering from? Hang on. On hit. Shit. Okay. I think I need to reset. That strategy's not gonna play. That's not gonna fly. I have to actually engage with the enemies like fairly. I can't allow the one this one is whenever an ally is defeated, you give 4 hankering to aspiration. This one is giving hankering to aspiration every single turn. If it hits, if the character fails to deal any damage by the end of the scene, aspiration loses 2 hankering. I think killing this one, craving the pain, might actually be the... If I dodge and block, craving the pain might actually be the one. So if I... Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. I think we're evolving. We're evolving. Okay, so if I beat out this one's turbulent beats, and I take no damage from these turbulent beats, and I get inclination to not trigger, then it doesn't matter if the one that's defending gives her 3 every turn, because we're taking 3 away every turn. Then we focus all of our bonus attention, all of our extra damage goes onto this one, craving the pain, to avoid giving her additional strength. I think we figured it out. We don't get any power boosts, so this is definitely the spot where we would want to use Blind Faith against this guy up here, because Blind Faith, I'm pretty sure, will just win. It is possible that it doesn't, but it should, in most cases, just win. Let me see. We do have the +1. I think that should be that's a pretty solid play there. But we still have this one right here to contend with. So this one we get to just ignore. Okay, I think we have a pretty solid grasp of the puzzle now. So this 8 to 10 guaranteed beats out the first one, and then it's a 4 to 9 against a 4 to 9. So that should win. And then we get Token of Friendship. Against this one. Okay, so these ones are handled. This attack can go through. We can let this attack go through, and I think we will. So we're gonna do multi-slash down here. We'll do an observe. And a multi-slash. And then we have this up here. We can do a... We've got 3, 6. We've got 6 cards. Max hand size is 7. If we play 2 this turn, this should draw us back up to max hand size. And then Token of Friendship after we do our extra multi-slash down here. Okay. Now I think we are letting an attack go through here, but we do have 1 defensive measure on Joel. Okay. So, I think we do Pale Hands. No, we're gonna do Urging, and we're gonna do it on Angela. I want the bonus to speed, because the bonus to speed on Angela is gonna be a huge boon. Okay, so now we've got to deal with this. Deal 10% of stagger. Deal stagger damage equal to 10% of the target's current stagger resist. These are unaffected. Angela doesn't have any boosts, so we're gonna use that. And then we get Shyness, which we can use as well. I'm trying to think, where can I absorb? Where can I absorb an attack that's actually going to be useful? But I don't think I have anything that's really going to be useful. On a successful stagger, though, we do deal extra stagger damage. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but... Okay. Now we take a look over here. We do have Blind Faith open, but we don't have the speed to be able to beat out this Turbulent Beats. That means somebody else is going to have to do it, unfortunately. So with no damage bonuses, I don't think Snake Slit is going to be able to live up to this. It's not even close. Fervid Emotions could get the first two, but not the second one. And then Emotional Turbulence, I think, is going to... we're going to be looking at that guy being able to do damage, and we can't have them do damage. That's the play here. We can't have them do damage. Now, for True Trigram Formation, I would rather not use True Trigram Formation over here, but hear me out. It basically guarantees the win on that. And I'm like, the most important thing is that this thing's attacks don't get to go through. If they fail to deal any damage, Aspiration loses 2 Hankering. So that means that, like, if we manage to get that one dead, it's gonna lose 2 Hankering. Yeah. Okay. This is the one that gives her 3 Hankering every turn, so as long as we're able to avoid that, this one can take away the other Hankering, and then she'll lose 3 Hankering total. Alright, so let's take a peek here. We've got our +2, 3, 4, 5. That makes this a 7, 9. 7, 9, 7, 9, and then a 4, 8. Pretty decent chance of beating that out, although it is kind of a dice roll. Now, killing this one, if possible, if I could kill this one this turn, that means we get the one that's going to stop us from killing any of the hearts done really, really quick. And I don't think there's any benefit to keeping this one alive. So we're gonna try to kill it this turn. Alright, so then we get True Trigram Formation. The second one we're gonna want to kill is this one? No, is this one. The second one we want to kill is up here. So we can use Snake Slit. We've already got +4, that's gonna be 5, 6. And 7, 8. So that's 8 base. So that makes this a 10, 12. And a 9, 11. Yeah, that's some solid damage we'll be able to pump into that guy up there. And then I think we've levied all of the attacks. All of the attacks are being intercepted. So that means that all of the attacks except for this one down here are being intercepted. So we come down here with an Emotional Turbulence. And then what do we want to do? A multi-slash? Up here. Alright. Crossing our fingers, here we go. Most important thing is that we beat this guy out on all of his attacks. Shit. It did damage. That means that we don't get the big reduction that we need. Okay, pale hands. I cannot believe that one's fucking survived. Oh man, that sucks ass. That sucks big ass. Big dirty ass. Alright, so Blind Faith up on this one up here should be able to beat that one out. Display of Affection. I think it was Display of Affection that wasn't able to crack that top one up there. But if we kill him this turn, then that means, I'm pretty sure that means that she gets... I guess it's going to depend on when. Whenever an ally is defeated, that gives the 4 hankering. So this one needs to die first. So that means we need to have Display of Affection go on the 5, and then we'll kill this one with Angela in the first turn. We can use... We've already used one of them. What about using the Will to Stand Up Straight? What if I use that on the first turn? And then we use Token of Friendship somewhere else. And then we'll need to deal with this one up here with another character. Let's see what we have. Emotional Turbulence has a decent chance of beating that one out. It's a chance. We are leaving it up to a dice roll. But that's the game. And then we still have not taken into account this bullshit down here. So if I use Acupuncture, boosts it by 1. We've got a +3. That makes it a +4. We could get a 7 base, but he's got +3. So he's got a 10 upper end. We'd be basically tying that. What if I do True Trigram Formation on this one down here? Oh my god. We're in the weeds. We're back in the weeds, ladies and joins. So I think Blind Faith, my original play of doing Blind Faith up here is the correct choice. It really, a lot of this is going to depend on what Angela's The Will to Stand Up Straight rolls for. It's like Heart of the Dice. If we roll low, I think we're just in trouble. With the +3 to Strengthened, we're not in a great spot, honestly. Revealing Token of Friendship. Very low chance that we're able to beat that out, and we're feeble by 1 on Angela. Yikes. This would be even the first one would be a die roll. Yikes. It's got a really high upper end of damage potential. I want to try to use all of Angela's ego pages though, because there's a special effect that I want to see. I want to see what the special effect does. If we do Acupuncture up there, and then Serpent Sword Technique on this one, with our strength rolls against their strength rolls, it should be pretty close. Yeah, a lot of this is just going to depend heavily on whether or not Angela's shit hits. 32. It hit. Did we kill all of them? I think we might have killed all of them. She's standing up. She is standing up this turn. She got a +9. Ugh. I still don't love that. I still don't love that at all. Thank you for the hydrate, Greed. +9. It's more manageable, but it's still not great. Will of the Prescript with our bonus just barely, I think, has a chance of beating that out. We got Sharpened Blade. If I play Sharpened Blade on her, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bonus on the upper end, that gives us 25. It's just barely enough on the upper end to be able to beat out the damage that she's going to be dealing. And that's if we high roll with everything. Big yikes. Big yikes. Hang on a second. We've got truth. No, we don't. Shit. No, thank you. Aw. Alright, let's see what Angela has. Angela's got no new bonuses. Still doesn't have access to her card. Can be used after using 9 unique ego pages. So we don't have any unique ego pages. Just what we had from before. Well, Coffin on the upper end. See, on the lower end, it's got 18. On the upper end, it's got 32. Possibly our best play. Best chance of beating out the dice that she's working with. And then with our +2 here, that gives us a 10 to 12 versus a 11 to 13. Jesus Christ. Uh, 15 to 28 would give us a pretty decent chance of beating that out. I don't think that's gonna cut it though. Emotional turbulence can probably beat out. On the high roll, maybe beat out the beats of aspiration. Maybe? Fervid emotions. What are we at? We get +1 for every 2 emotion levels. We're at emotion level 3, so that would give us just 1. That turns it into an 8, 12. Still not enough to contend with her +9 strength. This is literally like just heart of the cards, essentially. The 2-4. being an 11 base is just so high. I like that. I think that's the best. It's the best it's gonna get is gonna be a display of affection on it. Luckily, she doesn't have a bonus to her defensive rolls, otherwise we'd be in trouble. So I think Sharpened Blade is the only card that I have that's going to even come close. And then True Trigram Formation. Ouch. Fuck me. I hate seeing her heal 60. Yikes. Okay. And they don't have any of her bonuses because we killed all of the hearts before the last round. Holy shit. 2 and 2. We just barely, with Keldy and Angela, managed to make it out of that. We just barely made it out. By like the hair on our chinny chin chins. Okay. I am not happy with Purple Tears draw in this Slash deck. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Well, we've got our +1 here. Augury Kick would give us +3 next turn, but landing it would be the tricky bit. Landing it without getting staggered would be the tricky bit. We do have a lot of card options to play here, but let's see, 4, 7, 6. It's a 5. So this just beats True Trigram Formation. Just beats Inclination. He just definitely doesn't get to do Inclination. So that's good. Then we can do what do we got? We'll draw a page. And then we will do Observe. Then a Graze and a Brace. I can ignore those two. One of these is a block down here. Craving the Pain needs to die first. This one down here, we can come at with Blind Faith. And then what we've got, Snake Slit and Sharpened Blade. I'm just iffy on whether or not I should use them right now, because I think we might want to have them for another turn. But if I go we're spending a Blind Faith on Turbulent Beats over here, because that is like our only option. So maybe using Snake Slit and Sharpened Blade up on no, I think we're gonna save it for next turn, because we've got Inclination taking care of this turn. I think we're gonna save those for next turn. We'll use Emotional Turbulence, Multi-Slash, and Graze the Grass along with Blind Faith. Okay, and then we need to have somebody take care of this other turbulent beats. And I think Angela's display of affection is a good play against it. But also, using the rationality to maintain discretion is an option. But I think this one is designed for going against Angela. Carmen. I think this is designed for actually hitting Carmen. I think if we use the rationality to maintain discretion now, we're wasting an opportunity to hit her with stagger later. But she's already at significantly under half health. I'm pretty sure we're set if we just do what we did last round again. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this with display of affection. That gives us a pretty decent chance of beating this out. It's just a pretty decent chance is not... It's not, a pretty decent chance is not the best right now. I think you know what we might do? We're gonna do true trigram formation down there, and then we'll do display of affection up here, because I think display of affection up here has a significantly higher chance of winning. Especially since this one doesn't have any boosts. Then we can start looking at throwing extra attacks around. Specifically on Lungs of Craving. Because Lungs of Craving is going to give her a bonus every single turn. Or every time we kill one of them. So... I think that we've got everything there properly managed. Now the question is, what the fuck do I do with Keldy? We've got like no draw right now, and we've got tons of light. I think I'm gonna switch stances. Yikes. We're switching stances. I don't know how I feel about this now. Okay, we can do a Will of the City and a Puppet Blockade to get the most light back. Alright, here we go. Perfect. Love to see it. No, Keldy, no! Or no, Ferret, no! How did you get fucking staggered? Was that Olivier? No, that's Mirene. Olivier's build shouldn't have been able to get staggered because of the... We must have gotten hit with a block stagger or something. Damn it. Must have got hit with some bullshit. If we do fervent beats on somebody, if we do fervent beats on somebody, I think we can kill her. We're not gonna do fervent beats. Ferret, no! You have +5 this turn. You could have been so useful. Perfect. So she only got 1 hankering from last round. That you love to see it. That's so good. All right, true trigram formation almost guarantee beats this shit out. So we do that down here. If we get 1 more of these blocked successfully, then we're sitting pretty. Let me see if I can... I don't have any draw left. We're gonna gain a strength. We're gonna use Sharpened Blade and Snake Slit to take out this one here. So this is a 4-5. So what is that? That's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base. 1 Snake Slit, and then if I also do Sharpened Blade, then it's... I'm pretty sure they're just dead. This Craving the Weight over here is the next one we need to take out. Now we can do the Will to Stand Up Straight again. That's gonna kill this one for sure. Probably... Well, it's not gonna kill them, but it's gonna do a bunch of damage. We need to think about, once this one's dead, we need to think about taking out the next one, which is gonna be Craving the Weight. We need to intercept these attacks that are coming in on Ferret, because Ferret can't absorb any attacks right now. We do have this down here, which we get negated. Our strength bonuses are completely nullified in this kind of an encounter. So, what Display of Affection is the one that we... But if we use Display of Affection, that's a chance. If we use it up here, it's guaranteed. So we don't use Display of Affection down there. We use True Trigram down here and Display of Affection up here. Snake Slit was taking this up here. So I guess we're just gonna do bonus damage to this one. And then we can do Brace Up over there. I have to figure out some way to do damage to this guy down here, or to negate these rolls he's hitting me with. A 5-8, 5-8, 4-7. It's spooky because I don't really have anything that's able to just beat that outright super easily. Maybe rolling with Sturdy Defense would be able to do it. If we roll well with our first die, we've got backup die to play with, and we've got enough strength for that backup die to land effectively. And we got Will of the Prescript. Pog! Alright, so we can use Will of the Prescript up there. And then learn. Copy the dice on the opponent's page. Okay, and then what else do we got? I think we've got some stuff we can do on Angela's turn to give stagger resist and HP to people. This is our next target over here. Alright, and then we can do, let's see, Emotional Turbulence and Will, Multi-Graze, and then Shyness. Okay, we are missing one person because of a stagger fluke last turn, but we should be okay this next turn. We rolled a 40. That's what's up. And that shit hit Angela too. I'm just noticing that shit hit Angela because it's an AoE. True Trigram Formation just killed your boy. Nice. And the bear did its job. The one that gives her shit every turn is dead. I think we got this. She's staggered. She's staggered. We did it. All right, if this isn't it, I don't know what to say. I think now we can switch back to slashing stance. And we've got cards to play with. Acupuncture, snake slit. Serpent sword technique. And there's no way she survives all that damage. There's no way. There's no way she survives all that damage. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I know I always do this. I overcommit. Sillily, I overcommit. I always do it. We're gonna do it anyway. Next scene. Nice. Angela, I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being like any other. I thought sacrificing myself for everyone's sake would be the perfect ending, but that wasn't the case. On to Pinocchio. Okay, so she's just copying my shit. All right, let's see. Liar, starting with a third scene, every 3 scenes inflicts 10 bind to self and uses 1 to 2 pages that contain false information referred to as lies. Copies the patron librarian's deck at the start of each scene. Exhaust all pages in hand and draw new pages to hand. Cost becomes 0. Ignores a song of lies. Okay. Okay, cool. So we do have new cards again. The Hope to be a Better Person, which is inflict 3 bind, feeble, and disarm next scene. And then Mass Individual, target loses 2 light next scene, target speed is fixed at 1 next scene, and inflict 1 feeble and disarm this scene. Okay. I don't like having to rebuild my my stuff every turn, but it could be worse. Copy the dice on the opponent's page. We have a bonus to blunting stance, and we have strengthened right now, so we could do a high kick. And basically, it's not guaranteed, but it's going to be pretty damn close to guaranteed that we are able to beat out those dice rolls. They do have 2 strength. I just noticed. Shit. Maybe we do a duel then. We could have a battle royale. We do a duel. Let this one hit us, because our 3-7 turns into a 6-10. And what else we got? We got a steel knuckles we could do. Or hike. I think we'll do a high kick. Okay. Sharpened blade. I don't like high kick. It's spooking me. It's spooking me. We've got our +1, but they've got a +2. If we do sharpened blade, this is the easy one. See, I feel like you just jinxed me there by saying this is the easy. This is the dog shit baby bitch phase. Trust. I feel like you've completely jinxed me. So they are getting the slashing damage, but they're basically doing the exact same turn that I'm doing over here. Getting their slashing bonus. If we do Will of the Prescript, that's like barely going to be able to beat that out on the low end. Emotional Turbulence. Will of the Prescript. Let's see, we do an Augury Kick. I could see how this one would be considered one of the easier ones, and it's mainly just because the bonuses that we get to the card cost is massive. Like, that's a huge benefit, being able to just, like, use whatever the fuck cards we want. Alright, so I can't... I'm noticing now I can't intercept Angela, which means we're gonna have to do something else over here. I'd get beat out if I used Display of Affection against that one. If I use Shyness, though, pretty sure I wouldn't necessarily win the clashes with Shyness, but I think Shyness would be maybe a better play. Display of Affection. We could delete one of the die pretty easily. And now I have to deal with this shit. Okay, so Sharpened Blade over here, and then we can do Emotional Turbulence here. We'll take damage, but we should be able to beat out those other two die. There we go. That looks like something approaching a turn, but... What are they copying? Sharpened Blade. I don't want them to copy Sharpened Blade. Maybe this is the easy one, but I'm struggling mostly just because I want to make sure that I don't accidentally fuck myself in this process. Alright, let's just get it on. I don't like not having the speed dice. Getting into a new fight and not having the build up that I'm used to is shitty. I don't like it. The price we pay for not having to redo earlier parts. That's true. That's true. Although I do feel like all you'd need is one good first phase to roll the other phases. But that is true. That is true. I think we'll do Urging on Angela again. I want Angela to have better shit. Did they just get a bonus to... Oh, that's right. They just used my cards, so they'll have some of the bonuses that I had. Well, now I've got Strengthened +6 on Mirene. So Mirene is going to start passing buffs out to people left and right. I think we're going to use Observe, which, if we use Observe, and then I think if I use True Trigram Formation on this bozo, I'm pretty sure I can just negate his True Trigram Formation. I think mine just wins, because we've got the 6. But then I can't use Observe. I can use BG instead. I was going to use Observe and BG to give Mirene another, like, Giga turn next turn, but that's fine. That's plenty. That'll be plenty of damage. We need to consider this shit over here, because Angela got strengthened. Duel. 8 to 17. with our bonuses, I feel like Duel should be able to take that out pretty handily. And then Will of the Prescript. And we got a die fucked over up in here. No die for you. Angela's got a 6. I think we could just ignore Shyness. It's like Shyness is going to go over here, but there's going to be nothing for it to clash against. So we just let them do that. For this next one, they've got Enduring +2, which means that their combat dice are not going to be really that great. Ranged attack clashing it against ranged attack. I think we're still just looking at whoever rolls higher. I'd rather take a more like sure bet. Maybe Emotional Turbulence would be a better bet for dealing damage. And then on this Will of the Prescript, we can do Fervid Emotions. Duel coming in, bitch has a +2. Yikes. Coffin? Coffin. Might be able to beat that out, but it's iffy. Maybe instead we do... Maybe we use one of these. The Hope to be a Better Person. 9 to 25. Inflict 3 bind, feeble, and disarm next scene. Maybe we do that. And then we do like a token of friendship as well. We like using unique cards. There we go. This should be one of the turns. Also why they did it that way, that makes sense. Also, you get the opportunity if you're playing all of these in a row, you do kind of get the opportunity to be able to like practice and use your knowledge, because the vibe I'm getting is that these puzzles are tricky. Trickier than the other realizations that we've seen up until this point. Alright, so now she's lying. Display of affection is lying. I'm pretty sure we get a card, right? That lets us... Yeah, lying is bad. That's it. Remove all dice from page and copy the dice on that page that contains a lie. This is the lie. It's a shitty lie, though. Like, the benefit is not very good. Like, okay. Alright, this one is feeble and disarmed. I kind of feel like focusing pretty heavily on that one would be a good way to go. Mass individual? I want to use it because we need to use all of the cards, but I'm kind of not super confident in its ability to hit everybody. Especially Angela doesn't have any strength boosts. Yeah, maybe we do the fearlessness one to keep on living. And we'll pop it on somebody. I don't know. One of those. Okay. Let's do strength. And we're gonna pop off. We can do lying is bad. Do we have multiple people lying? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. 6 to 10, 6 to 10. modified, which means we could come in here with True Trigram Formation, counter that, and kick its ass. And then we either do Augury Kick or BG. I think Augury Kick, because that's going to give us 3 strength next scene. And if we do Augury Kick there, we should win that fight. And then Angela can do a Shyness. We'll just clash up against each other for that one. And now we've got a Duel. Reduce the power of opponent's next die by 2. And let's see what else we got. Do Fervid Emotions and Tune In. Can't do Gene In. We'll do Will of the City. Alright. Almost. And let's see, we do Emotional Turbulence over there with a Will of the City over here. So far, so good. That turn went pretty good. The little puppets are starting to lose their juice. I thought we'd get more than 2 strength. I thought we'd get 3 strength with Mirene. You know, I guess we only got the 1 from the kick. Maybe the kick didn't land? We might have gotten screwed out of that. It's possible. And then BG. And then a Raise the Grass. I think we need to clash with, like, everybody, if possible. Let's see. I think we've got enough juice to do another AoE, so why not? Why not? You know, let's fuck them up. If the AoE hits hard enough, we could probably just kill one of these guys outright, right? After the 8 goes the 6. Angela doesn't have any strength. So I don't actually think that's gonna be the way to go. Or what we could do is we have Angela go at the 6 with a Lean Bloody Wings, and then we play a card that's kind of like meh against it. Yeah, like we could play like I don't want to play a 3-cost multi-slash, but we could play a Brace, and then Brace will only be able to defend against one of those attacks. And then in True Trigram Formation, what are we countering up here? Oh shit, she's doing Eliminate Error 50-50 on Clash Win. If a librarian is the target, the page that clashed against this is exhausted for this phase. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or loss. If Pinocchio is the target, kill it. Then fully recover HP, stagger resist on all allies at the end of the scene, and gain 2 strength. And that's happening at a 5? Oof. What could I do here to avoid this? Essentially, this guy's got 150 HP, We're talking about needing to do 150 damage before turn 5 in order to eliminate this, or have somebody else take the hit. And that somebody is either going to be Angela or Joel. I think Joel's gonna bite the bullet and take the hit. And then we need to lock it up and get the damage in. Big yikes. I don't even know if he's going to be able to... I mean, it's only 50 damage. It's only 50 damage. I don't think it's going to kill him. But the issue would be if we allowed that to go through and we didn't block Carmen from killing that Pinocchio, the other Pinocchios are going to recover. And that is something that we can't have. We can't allow them to recover. Now we can do shyness to absorb something. Fervent emotions. Our goal here is we're trying to kill these two at the bottom, or the two in the back. They're just really, really close. Deal 2 bonus stagger damage on blunt hits for the scene. We've got, I think we have enough damage going into the two in the back. We're gonna focus on this guy in the front now. I'm just now looking at, he's trying to duel me. That's scary. If we do Steel Knuckles, we're gonna take damage from that first hit, but then we'll be able to follow through with something else. Maybe we do... Slash too expensive. Will of the Prescript is gonna have the power reduced. It's just gonna cause me more stagger damage. I kind of feel like just taking that 8 to 17 to the face is probably the better of the two choices. So we do Steel Knuckles, Great Serpent's Impact, and then we do Steel Knuckles here. We let that hit us, and then we do Will of the Prescript there. And then a cheeky little Graze the Grass down here. 20, that's lower than I was hoping, god damn. Yikes, 53 damage to Joel. And I'm pretty sure he just loses brace now. He just can't brace anymore. I think that one is dead. That one just got staggered. So next turn, we should be dead. We're so close to having all of the minions be cooked. Okay, so 2 minions just died. We're gonna go Fervent Beats on Olivier. Yeah, we're going hard. We're gonna go Fervent Beats on Olivier and just try to kill him. Let's see. We're going at 10. This is another eliminate error, so she's gonna be trying to kill that guy. But instead of doing that, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna have Olivier go in there and kill it, and then we'll use True Trigram Formation down here on this guy, and then a multi-slash and a Will of the City, because you know what? We've got enough strengthened to just be able to win outright. All I do is win, 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 win. we might actually we'll use this multi-slash up here just because I don't know if it's gonna be I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but I think it's a better shot doing it that way. And we use brace up. We've got the hope to be a better person, which we'll hit ya girl with over here. And then we can use display affection. And lean bloody wings. Followed up by a token of friendship. I'm gonna use Tautier. I feel like Tautier is probably gonna be enough to just kill that guy up there. Emotional turbulence. Will of the prescript. I think we're cooking. Don't forget to use your ego pages. I've been using Angela's ego pages. She's like 2 of them are on cooldown. She's using one this turn right now. I appreciate the reminder though. I've been a good girl. I've been working on it, but thank you. Trying to make sure that I don't fuck this up at the end. I feel like a real silly Billy if I did something like that. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, so Jinni just killed that guy outright. Cool. And that guy's cooked. Perfect. Alright, so she's got no more puppets, and now we just get to beat the shit out of her. That's a lot of damage. And she has 18 bound. Love it. Love to see it. And this is the liar page over here. So we do lying is bad. Don't do that. And then fervent beats, we can use sharpened blade. Blind faith for sure. And will of the city. And a multi-slash. This is a lie, too. That's not what Token of Friendship looks like. Who's got the other lying is bad card? There we go. Stop that. Don't lie. It's bad for you. Augury kick, will of the prescript, and true trigram formation. She should be cooked this turn. No shot, she's good. We have 2.5 hours on this realization. Well, I think this is the last floor. I'll take a peek on the next floor, but I think this is the last floor I'm gonna do today. My partner and I are gonna have a roller game. So yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be, my plan was to end at noon today, and it's 11:42, so this is kind of perfect timing. I doubt there's anyone in this world who can sincerely decide to sacrifice themselves for the sake of others. Humans can only love themselves, after all. Now, you know that's not true. And now we've got the Frozen Queen. And yeah, I remember this, just like literally it's all about getting one person out. If you can get one person out, you're set. But it's like the only thing that I think we'll be able to get it out with would be a Token of Friendship is the only thing that is gonna do any damage. Lean and Bloody Wings might work. Like we could do, if we had 3 dice, we could do like a couple of Lean and Bloody Wings and then something else. But yeah, I'm like, don't think that's gonna fly. And we need to get one person out. Who's this? One person out, preferably someone who's got a bunch of blunt. Please get rid of the status ailment pop-up that's on my screen. I can't see. So breaking Keldy out first. We'll take a little peek at this fight and see how it feels. God damn. God damn. Angela! We seriously did not do any damage. Like none. Oh my god. What? We didn't manage to break through. Alright, maybe we try lean and bloody wings. We'll try 2 lean and bloody wings and see if that works. Damn. Tap dancing, Christ. Alright, AoE time. Let's see. I think we could do the hope to be a better person. Would probably be able to get that out. 5, 8, 4, 8, 4, 8. No. The will to stand up straight is a 12 to 40. I think we'd basically have to start off with the hope to be a better person. I think that's the only way that we'd be able to take this out. And we could do shyness to deflect some of this stuff. Yeah, I'm way ahead. I would probably just say my time zone is way ahead. Oh, she's staggered. Yeah, it's Jover. I think we'd have to start this off with the blunt AoE attack. But I'm gonna say not blunt AoE. I mean the blunt emotion page. I gotta say though, Carmen does look pretty sick as manifested as the Ice Queen. That's dope. So yeah, we can only use this, the hope to be a better person, and then I guess like I said, I guess we could use a shyness to block some of the damage that she's gonna be doing. God damn. That's so little damage. Why is that so little damage? So that was 15 and 3? 15 and 3 with blunt. Blunt is the damage type that they're weak against. 15 and 3. 15 and 3. If the attack hit at least once, allies draw 1 page. Recover 5 HP, gain 1 strength next scene. Target receives 1 strength and 5 bleed next scene. And restore 1 light, gain 1 strength next scene. I mean, the new cards are good, but in this particular case, like, the ice is not weak to ice is not weak to blunt, or sorry, it's not weak to slash. It's heavily resistant to slash. And this is a 5/9. All allies draw a page. I mean, like, you can say wee woo, new ego pages, but just by reading this, I don't see anything. I don't see anything here that changes the game. We'll take a look and see, like, what it does, but that is way more damage than you would expect. It's 15. No, sorry. Yeah, it's 15, and we got some extra strength, but like, I still don't see how we're gonna be able to do enough damage to break them out. So like, I could see the fearlessness to keep on living, but we don't have enough light to use that one. This one might be able to break a single person out, but we're running out of runway here. to get this like off the ground. If the attack hit at least once, all allies draw a page. Yeah, that's like all of my light as well. I'll see you next time, some guy. Yeah, it's mass plus strength is good. I'm just like, I'm struggling to see how she's going to survive into anything past like late game. If that makes sense. Or anything into mid game. It does feel, I feel incredibly weak right now. Even with like the knowledge that we have new cards and that we have a mass gain strength card, it's still, I don't think it's quite enough. But we'll solve this puzzle tomorrow, because we're gonna play. It's Thursday now. We're gonna play on Friday, so I'll solve this puzzle tomorrow. We'll have a normal length stream tomorrow. But for now, it's been real. Just punch her in the PP. That would work in most scenarios. That would work. But in this particular scenario, I don't think it's gonna work. But I'll try. I'll ball up my giant gauntlet fist and punch her right in the PP. You beautiful people, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you all next time. Sweet dreams. Bye. Alright, Greed. I'll try it out next time. I'll punch her right in the PP next time. You give me the card that says punch them in the PP, and I'll use it. Bye-bye. Toodles.